Two cleaners who think they've seen it all.
Dear me. Oh boy.
Believe they can transform the most shockingly filthy homes.
You'd be surprised how many people live like this.
By moving in and not leaving until the rooms are spotless.
It's a big job, this, you know.
What's that?
This is either a mouse or a bird.
With more than 50% of the nation saying they don't have time for household chores.
When was the last time you cleaned the room?
Probably about 10 years ago.
Here we go.
Wow.
Whoa, look at all this.
Over a decade out of date.
There's a cleaning crisis.
Grease, dog hairs. Tasty. Little concerned, the dreaded F word, fleas.
I do need to change, don't I?
At Britain's grubbiest, grimiest, most out-of-control properties, Richard and Brennan are moving in to teach the homeowners how it should be done.
If I was to have a clean slate, who am I going to be then after that?
With years of cleaning experience, nothing can shock these two.
This is really dangerous stuff.
Or so they thought.
Things just got 10 times worse, mate. This is the worst room we've ever done.
I live in elephant beds. I'm sorry.
By cleaning away years of grime, homes come alive again.
No! Oh my gosh.
Absolutely changed my life.
This time, a compulsive buyer whose habit has cost him his happiness.
I put it down to being stuck in all the time. It's hard.
A home packed to the rafters with junk.
Can you imagine living like this? I feel quite stressed.
And a father and son desperate for change. Could this be Brennan and Richard's toughest challenge yet?
It's not going to beat us, is it? No, nothing beats us.
No.
In the busy South Wales city of Newport, this mid-terraced house is home to single dad Bob, his 29-year-old son Tom, and their dog Ace.
I live with my son Thomas. Tom has some additional needs, so I look after him and care for him, and he cares for me, and we get on great. We bond together and we get on together.
Bob used to drive lorries for a living until fate intervened. A series of serious medical conditions have left him with breathing difficulties and significant disabilities.
I've been housebound for 10 years because I've got lymphedema in both legs. It's very difficult for me to do any exercise, which have caused me to put on weight, which have brought on diabetes, which have brought on sleep apnea. My legs used to weep, and even though I'd have 2 or 3 towels under my legs, that it would still soak through, and the carpet is black and brown and horrible and stained, and it's absolutely ruined.
Due to his medical conditions, Bob has been unable to clean his home. As a result, it's spiraled out of control with dirt, grime, and mold throughout.
My ex-wife would put the vacuum cleaner around 4 times a day, and as soon as she went, I thought, hang on, let's bend the rules a little bit. It just started spiraling then, and once it starts spiraling, it's hard to get off that merry-go-round.
This filthy house looks more like the local tip than a place to live. And for Bob's son Tom, it's all too much.
I've spoken to my dad quite a lot of times saying, you need to stop buying stuff now, he's buying a bit too much. I just like my house to be like a home again.
And Bob's once prized car collections are stuck behind piles of junk.
I've outgrown my house with the amount of stuff I've been purchasing and collecting, and that's why I'm out to ask for help, and I appreciate any help I can get now.
On their way to help, a pair of dedicated extreme cleaners. Richard believes that any problem can be solved by using science.
No matter how filthy the house is, a little brain power can go a long way.
While Brennan is all about the brawn.
If you want your house cleaned in record time, it's about the guns. Strength and speed will get it done in no time. So, we're off to see
Bob and Tom.
Bob and Tom.
Dad and son.
Common perception is men don't clean.
Yeah, we kind of break that mould though, don't we?
100%.
But I don't think they're in our mould, otherwise they wouldn't be calling us, would they?
No. That's not a good start, is it?
Oh no. Do you want to look through this window?
Oh, really?
There's a bed there, isn't there?
Yeah.
There is absolutely loads of stuff in this room.
Looks like somebody's bedroom.
Stroke living room.
Stroke shed.
Ready for action?
Yeah.
Hi,
Hello, pal.
thank you for coming.
No worries. So do you mind if me and Richard go in by ourselves, have a look round?
I'd be mortified if you going in my house, but yes, it's got to be done.
The first stop on Richard and Brennan's house tour, Bob's living room, where he's been sleeping for over a decade.
Gets worse in the room, mate.
Whoa. Whoa. Toilet rolls. Toilet rolls. Toilet rolls. Toilet rolls.
63 toilet
yeah.
rolls.
Yep.
I'm already feeling bogged down. The living room has got a lot of dirt, even on the clear areas. So what's underneath?
Will Bob be wanting to get rid of stuff? That's what's worrying me at this point.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot going on. There's a little bed there.
And sharing this living cum sleeping space is the family dog, Ace.
You know what could be coming, don't you? F word.
And that means one thing, fleas.
You never know.
It's not clean either, is it?
Well, no, I mean, you can see the
carpet.
on the carpet, on the bed. I think it could be a logistical nightmare, this, to be fair.
I think it's just a nightmare.
And in the kitchen, the nightmare is about to get a whole lot worse.
Oh, my word.
I mean, there's electric scooters, there's car parts, there's garden parts. It's just full of everything you could ever think of. Silver lining. Empty spaces and cupboards.
That's a very small silver lining, Brennan. I've only seen the living room and the kitchen, and I already know this is a huge job. There is a lot going on here.
After finding piles of junk in every corner of the house, the boys make their way to check out the bathroom.
All the dirt in here. Whoa.
The seats dirty, floors are dirty, the walls are dirty, the
All
ceiling's
dirty, isn't
dirty.
it? I mean, look at the seat, look at all that. Bring it down, you've got the whole build up there, mould and dirt. I mean, it's really dirty, isn't it?
Yeah, he's obviously got problems with his feet, and he's stepping into a mouldy, dirty shower.
It's a bit sobering, that, isn't it?
It's worrying, very worrying.
The final room on this filthy tour, Bob's bedroom.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Things just got 10 times worse, mate.
Oh no.
I mean, it's full of stuff, you can barely get in there. I had to do my version of Tarzan just to get to the other side of the room. Oh, we've got a bed under here.
Really?
I think so. I think I just stood on it. This is bad, mate. This is really bad. Can you imagine living like this?
No. It's a bit depressing, really. Well, it's a lot depressing. I feel quite stressed.
This is probably the worst room we've seen.
Yeah, this is the worst room we've ever done. Ever.
Bob's home has given Richard and Brennan one of their toughest jobs to date. Piles of endless junk have taken over the house. The filthy living room carpet, the wall of trash in the kitchen, the mould in the bathroom, and the roof-high pile of detritus in the bedroom means the boys don't have a moment to waste. As it's one of the least junk-filled rooms in the house, Brennan's gone straight up to the bathroom to see what needs to be done.
There's a lot of mould in here. I mean, that's not good for you, breathing in all of that. I mean, it's in the grout, it's along the floor, it's everywhere, to be honest. This needs to go, it's disgusting.
And he's called for Richard's scientific expertise to take a closer look at that shower seat.
I've got the swab test.
Brilliant.
Is that where you want me to swab?
Yeah.
Reckon it's gonna be bad?
Yeah, probably one of the highest we've ever done.
Any reading over 60 is classed as a fail.
Here we go. Okay, mate, look at this. It's 20,000. It's topped out at 20. It can go no more than that.
I expected it, but still never good having it, is it?
No.
Bob's house is crammed with junk, which will have to be thrown out before Richard and Brennan can even think about cleaning. But some good news. The skips arrived, meaning Richard can get stuck into that filthy kitchen.
This has got Hoarder written all over this kitchen. Every conceivable surface is filled with a mismatch of all sorts of stuff. What else are we going to find in this room and in the house?
Bob's filthy kitchen hides many secrets, and Richard is about to discover some of them could be seriously bad for your health.
Wow. So this, 9 years out of date. It's still in its packaging for one, and it's just tucked underneath all this stuff here. So it's just highlighting the issues with having stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff. Oh no, what is this? Let's have a look what we've got going on here. But these are quite new. Not even been used. This is almost 20 years old, and look at this, the lid hasn't even come off it. I've got big problems in the kitchen. I've got food out of date, which is dangerous for Bob. I've got a cooker that's got flammable material on the cooker, which is an accident waiting to happen, and it could be fatal. This has got to get sorted now for Bob, because this is no way to live.
Having already identified serious health issues in the kitchen, Richard grits his teeth and begins to scale that enormous box mountain.
I wonder what's in them. Oh no. No, 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 no. This is just carrier bags. This is a box that's been sealed, that's just been left up there, and in it is full of carrier bags. And there's more carrier bags in the corner there.
Bob's filthy house is dirty and totally disorganised. His hoarding has filled his bedroom, and for over a decade, he's been using the living room as his sleeping quarters.
This obviously hasn't been cleaned for a long time. So I brought my little UV light in. What this will do is show bodily fluids and all the nasty things that your eyes won't normally see. I noticed the carpet when I walked in. And that there is just glowing green, isn't it? A lot of fluids. He's obviously got sores on his legs. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say some of that is to do with it. It's not nice for anybody to see. It's not something he can help either, but it's something that needs to be cleaned, definitely. Bob's obviously got quite a lot of health conditions. He's got asthma, he's got diabetes as well. That room's not going to help on that. Look at the bedding. And that's lost all of its colour. And the pillow you can see straight away the discoloration in it, but one of the marks on there as well. It doesn't smell nice, I'll be honest. I mean, imagine waking up and having this all around you. You'd be surprised how many people on your road live like this. I guarantee there's one person on your road that has a problem with hoarding and buying. We see it every day, every single day.
The state of Bob's home is so alarming. Richard wants to get to the bottom of how it's gotten so bad.
You've got spices, some of them are sort of 19 years out of date.
Almost vintage then.
Okay. Yeah, but unfortunately it's not.
But they're toxic and they're poisonous and they're dangerous.
It's dangerous, Bob.
Yes.
It's really dangerous.
I bulk buy a lot of stuff, I comfort buy, and that's the only thing that's kept me sane.
What do you mean by comfort buying? It's just explain in your terms why you think you do it, what's it all about?
My comfort buying, I put it down to sort of fighting a bit of depression. Not going out, being stuck in all the time. It's hard.
No.
There's hardly room to manoeuvre. So, as a way of beating my depression, rather than save all my money, I'd rather spend it on things that, to me, I thought was practical at the time. And it's just gone out of control. It's time for change.
And there's no time like the present. Richard needs to pull Bob out of his funk and get stuck into the junk.
I mean, when was the last time these boxes were opened?
About 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago.
If you've not been in there for 4 years...
Yeah. Do I need the stuff out of it?
Do you need it? How's about I get all of those boxes, and how's about we open them up and make some quick decisions and we get rid of them?
I think you're on.
Yeah?
Seriously, yeah.
Right.
Let's do this.
So Bob's ready to empty the first of those ancient boxes into the skip. It's an important moment for him and a big first step.
Here we go. It's brilliant. Bob's really opened up to me. He's going to get rid of a box. He's happy to get rid of the other 5 that are there once he's looked through them. Good start. I know you want to throw this. I'm going to help you. We're going to keep this box, so we're just going to tip it.
Okay, thank you. Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
There you go.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Bob's doing surprisingly well on his journey to a cleaner house, but he soon hits the brakes when going through the rest of the boxes.
That's my mum's wedding present, my mum and dad's wedding present, so...
Okay, that's fine.
It's getting knocked about a bit now. That's a gift I was going to give to somebody, but I got a couple of bags of these which have got like gift bags in them, like there is down there as well.
Hey, I tell you what, I've got a briefcase like this, me. Yeah?
You haven't got in your briefcase what I've got in my briefcase.
I dread to think what's in this briefcase.
Wow! That's my office.
Look how organised it is, though.
I know, that's how I used to be.
Do you need a briefcase? Honestly. Be honest with yourself now.
You fighting a good fight. I thought we were going to meet each other halfway, but you're breaking my heart, mate, but it's got to go, yes?
Yes. This is for you.
Yes, I know.
Sure? I can see it's hard, you're upset, okay?
It's what it represents, the whole of this. It goes back years.
That represents good times. When you were maybe fit, younger,
It reminded me of
working,
exactly.
you had purpose. That is part of your life, okay?
Yeah.
No one's going to try and take that
It's
away
part of
from
my
you.
past
And
life.
it's your past life. And the thing we've got to focus on now is your future.
The only way I'm going to get over this is to move forward and to help you get rid of as much of this stuff as possible.
We're starting to see a
I
table
haven't
here.
seen that surface for a long time.
Yeah. So this dining room table, you know, represents the future for you, doesn't it?
Yes.
And it represents maybe people coming round,
Yeah.
and you socialising.
Socialising again.
Having friends, having family round. They're the times you remember, aren't they?
Of course. That's
Yeah.
why we've got to get rid of that now as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years since Bob last had family over, and to put a change to that, slowly but surely he is beginning to part with the possessions he doesn't need.
2 boxes down. Let's keep going.
Night is falling in Newport, but the cleaners are still hard at work, and Bob is pitching in too.
That's definitely a bin.
Pop the bin down here for you.
Okay. Where's your bin?
There you go.
Thank you.
It's a bit easier for you, doesn't it? What you've got to think about with this room is, for this to be that family room you want, yeah? You want everything out, don't you?
Definitely, yes.
Okay, so we've got a nice full bin bag there.
Yes.
Yeah?
Just about brimming.
Hopefully the first of many, eh?
Let's hope so, yes.
I'll get rid of that for you, Bob, 1 minute. Right. That one bin bag took way too long. We can't keep going at this pace.
It's supper time in South Wales. The kitchen isn't fit to cook in, so Richard sorted a takeaway.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. Wow.
You've really done well today. You've had some
I appreciate that, thank you.
tough conversations, and I know you struggle.
I tend to wear my heart on my sleeve when it comes to show my emotions, and with you guys, it just seems to, we've connected, and it just expressing myself comes easy because I know how genuine you both are.
Tomorrow's going to be tough. All of us need a good night's sleep, don't we?
Best thing to do is eat up, get some sleep, ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Start making some big
I
impacts.
appreciate that, but you got your work cut out, so I'll have your pizza and you crack on getting rid of the boxes, mate.
I'll need the energy.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Thank you very much.
It's been a difficult day for Richard, Brennan and Bob, but their troubles are only just beginning.
It's a big day tomorrow, lots to do.
All of that stuff in the living room to do.
I mean, I'm going to sleep on my tactics for the bedroom and hopefully I've got an idea tomorrow.
Fingers crossed, eh?
Yeah. I'm going to get the light, OK?
Good.
Yeah? Night, mate.
It's morning on day 2. Despite Richard and Brennan's best efforts, they've fallen behind schedule and Bob's house is still full of junk.
Morning.
You sleep OK?
No. Just thinking about the workload, I think.
Just come up with a system just to clear the rooms.
Got to get everything out because if not,
we're done.
But the boys have a plan. They've called in some extra muscle.
Right, if we want to start getting this lot out, yeah, get it boxed up, clear the way, so we can start getting stuff out the front room.
Work begins, and there isn't a moment to waste.
Just so you know, what we're doing is we're clearing this area here, so we've got more movement space, but we're going to just box everything up, get it outside into the gazebo so it's safe. That way we can just bring you a box in, you can go through it, and it's not going to cause you too much stress of everything everywhere.
I'm happy with that, that's
all
great.
right? And we've also got to get down to the cleaning as well. You know,
Yes.
this is about getting your home clean as well. So we can't do that with everything here, can we?
This still could be the one that beats you, you know.
Never been beaten, and I won't allow this one.
And with the extra hands, Brennan and Richard take great strides in decluttering the ground floor of Bob's home.
Start off with this one, eh?
Yep.
And just make a few piles, chuck, charity, keep.
Okay.
Bob's going at his own pace, which is fine. It's just a lot of stuff to go through, which is a worry.
It's a massive team effort. Everyone is pitching in to get Bob's house cleared so that the cleaning can finally get going.
Top man. Thank you.
See what?
I've got a bit of a chain here, so now I need to start emptying this kitchen. So here we go. There was no way I was going to get all this done by myself. We've got a great little system, a little conveyor belt getting the stuff out into the back garden where the gazebo is, and it has made a huge difference. Here we are, done. I've got rid of this. I've now got a dining room, which is brilliant, but I've still got another half to go. I've got a mountain of stuff to get through in the gazebo. I can't throw it myself, so I'm gonna need an ally to help me.
Fortunately, Richard has just the person, Bob's 29-year-old son, Tom.
Look at how much stuff there is.
I can't believe my dad just kept so much stuff.
So this is only half of the kitchen.
Okay.
Brennan and I, we need an ally, okay?
Okay.
So, you're gonna get yourself a chair and you're gonna have 2 boxes. One says throw and one says keep. If you need to, you're gonna phone your dad and say, Dad, do we need this or not?
Yeah.
And hopefully, he'll go, no. And it throws, okay? And I will empty it for you.
Okay, no problem. That's fine by me.
Leaving Tom to grapple with the gazebo, Richard turns his attention back to what he's found in the kitchen.
A mould is quite dangerous.
Bacteria?
Yeah. And if it gets into your chest and all that
You
sort of
breathe
stuff,
it in all the
respiratory
time, yeah.
problems.
Yeah. My God, that's shocking.
Pretty bad, isn't it?
It is.
But we can fix it. Okay? Basically, it's some vinegar. Okay?
Okay.
The great thing about vinegar
Yes.
is it kills 82% of the mould. You have the bacteria in the mould.
That's good. Yeah.
So it's really, really is effective. So I'm just going to put the vinegar on here. Now, this is pretty bad.
Is that actually going in between the seal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can start to see it dripping down.
Oh, God. Yeah.
But this is going to take time, just simply because...
A bit more stubborn?
Yeah, well, it's quite thick.
That's gross.
Okay. So it's just causing that sort of chemical reaction in there. It's working its magic, and it's cleaning it. I mean, that needs to go again.
Yeah.
Which I will do once you've gone, but I'm just gonna let that soak in. 10 minutes later, come back, and it will be able to wipe that clean. What do you think about that?
I think it's magic.
And in the bathroom, after getting the highest possible result when Richard swabbed the shower seat, Brennan is using one of his favourite hacks for removing dangerous bacteria.
I've got half a cup of apple vinegar in here and some water. So the vinegar is an acid and it will hopefully kill the mould, but it's also a disinfectant as well. Hopefully getting it all off. Let's just scrub it until it's done.
Brennan's cleaning solution will also work on the ceiling fungus that's grown above the shower.
It will kill the mould, stop it from spreading, and it's the acid inside the vinegar that does the job, which is why it's brilliant for cleaning, all purpose really.
It's been an exhausting morning for the cleaners, but some good news. Bob's put the kettle on, and Richard jumps at the chance for a brew and to get to know his host a little better.
Do you get out much, or?
Very rarely. Once you're scared psychologically, and I have been, it's hard to unsee that then.
What's happened to me? You're scarred psychologically?
About 8 years ago, my legs were really weeping, even through the dressings that I was having changed every day.
Yeah.
But I had to go to my doctor's surgery to have them dressed by the surgery nurse. And then there was people in the waiting room nudging and saying, look at the state of that, and looking like maybe that guy's wet himself, look at all that puddle on the floor. So I just got up, cried, walked out, drove home, and I thought, I'm never gonna go outside again. Because that one moment.
Wow. I mean, how do you think you're gonna get that mental scar out?
These last few days, I've been surrounded by so many positive people with positive thoughts. It's given me the motivation to change my whole life. It's the start of the new life, and it's the start of new me.
I really like Bob, and to hear that story and the effect it's had on him has made me even more determined to turn his home round for him, because he really does deserve it.
Buoyed and motivated by his chat with Bob, Richard decides to tackle the bedroom, but his optimism is shot as soon as he opens the door.
I'm gonna need a miracle. I've not even touched the sides. I can barely still get into the room, and the only way I can get into the room now is to stand on a bed. I mean, there's so much. It looks just like it's been thrown in here. It's all mixed up. There's no organisation. What's this here? Oh God, what is it? Toilet paper. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 packs of toilet paper. Ow! 15 packs of toilet paper. Absolutely. I mean, I think there was 6 or 7 packs downstairs. It's far too many. I'm getting bitten. Brennan!
What's
You
that?
all right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah. You coming in? I'm being bitten. Left, right and centre.
It's the last thing we need, let's be honest about it.
I've got nowhere for this stuff to go. Nowhere. Gazebo's full, out on the landing it's full. It's just killing me. On top of it all, it looks like it's dinner time, and I'm the food.
So everyone's got to get out, we've got to fumigate and deal with this situation now.
And if you think about it, it's this perfect breeding ground for it all, isn't it?
Dark, dingy, no sunlight.
Fabrics.
Yeah, come on, let's get this sorted.
With so much work still to be done, the discovery of fleas in the bedroom is a disaster. It's time to share the bad news with Bob.
So, Richard's been working upstairs in your bedroom.
Okay.
We've had a little bit of a problem. He's been bitten a few times.
Right, I do apologise for that.
We're going to get it sorted, don't worry.
Oh my God.
Have you ever had any problems with fleas before?
No, never.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get everybody out now. We're going to get it fumigated. And then we're going to leave it for the 3-4 hours that it's needed to settle.
Obviously, time is of the essence now, so we need to get cracking.
Definitely.
Let's get this sorted.
Get it done now. Okay,
all right.
cheers. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Right, let's gas these critters.
The flea bombs are being strategically positioned throughout the house, and a frustrated Richard and Brennan down tools for the day.
Oh, what's up, man?
Give you that. There we go.
Cheers, pal. I'd like to say nothing can stop us, but obviously fleas have, so.
There's only little things, aren't they?
So maybe eat grub,
Yeah.
get some rest. Once the flea treatment's done its job.
Yeah, get to bed.
Sound good?
Yeah,
Certainly.
absolutely.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
After the fumes have cleared, the cleaners hit the hay. With only one day remaining and a lot of work still to do, the boys are feeling the pressure.
You okay?
Yeah, you?
Cold, standing outside for 3 hours. But at least we've done it, yeah?
Yeah, at least that's the fleas dealt with, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think we've ever been this far behind, mate, I'll be honest.
No. But on the plus side, look, we've got a clear kitchen. It's all right, isn't it?
It's not too bad for a day.
Yeah.
2 days.
2 days, yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Thoughts for tomorrow, not for tonight.
Yeah. You gonna get the light?
Oh.
It's morning on the third and final day, and the weary and exhausted pair of extreme cleaners have a tough day ahead of them.
Oh, you all right?
Did not sleep well.
No. It was a late finish, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Got to catch up. We are against it, there's no doubt about it. It's not going to beat us, is it? Is it? No, it's not going to beat us, is it? Nothing beats us.
With no time to waste, they're suited up and straight to work. Richard has barely scraped the surface of Bob's former bedroom.
We're going to need a bigger toilet. Problem with hoarders' houses, you never know what lurks beneath. In this case, there's 2 mattresses. This mattress here, you can see it's absolutely shot to pieces. There's damp, there's a bit of mould, there's dust. But fortunately, I've got one that's covered, it's brand new, so all isn't lost.
Richard and Brennan believe that if Bob's bedroom can be restored to its former glory, they can reclaim the living room for its rightful purpose. That means getting rid of the hospital bed Bob's been using for the last 5 years.
It'd be nice to turn it back into a living room, somewhere for the family, a nice social space for everyone.
More and more junk is leaving the house now, and with a little help, Richard has almost finished clearing the bedroom, which means soon he'll be able to start actually cleaning it, the reason the boys are here. And Bob's son Tom is getting stuck in too.
What's next, son? What's in there?
Chuck.
Yeah, check ducky, yeah.
Chuck ducky. Chuck socks.
Yeah.
Chuck clock.
Tom, don't let me anymore, just bin it.
All of Bob's old junk is flying out of the house. The master bedroom is finally clear, which means Richard can begin cleaning it at last. But he's immediately stumbled upon something gruesome.
So this mould here, it's a serious problem. It can cause respiratory problems. We know that Bob has asthma, so it's paramount that we get this removed.
But Richard has the perfect solution to get rid of the mould and get the bedroom safe for Bob.
Fortunately, I have some of my hydrogen peroxide, it's hair dye. So I'm gonna get this onto it straight away.
Hydrogen peroxide is antifungal, antiviral and antibacterial, and it's a highly effective mould treatment.
The mould needs tackling immediately, and I need to do it because Bob is sleeping in the bedroom tonight.
Wow. This is where carpet should be. This is where everyone's been walking in. No one taking their shoes off, nobody hoovering.
When faced with carpets as filthy as Bob's, Brennan always turns to his trusty industrial carpet cleaner. the beast has never let him down.
Just because there's so much traffic been in here, so we're using a high traffic solution to help eat away at that dirt and hopefully pull as much out as possible.
Richard and Brennan have been battling junk and filth all day, but they're still not finished. Determined to make sure that this isn't the house that defeats them, they send Bob and Tom off to give them space to get the job done.
This job has been one of the hardest we've had to do. With the sheer amount of stuff, it's been a logistical nightmare.
It's been a bumpy road. Last night, I didn't think we were going to do it. Glad we could change it for Bob and Tom, and I can see some happy memories now being created there.
A clean home for Tom will mean it's easier to keep on top of in terms of cleanliness, which means he can spend more time with his dad. Ultimately, his relationship with his dad will be that much stronger.
That's how it should be.
And after 3 graft-filled days, most of Bob's stuff has been thrown out or packed away. Now Bob's back to see his new home.
Honey, I'm home.
3 days ago, Bob's front room was his bedroom and living space all in one. It was cramped, filled with junk, and the carpet was deeply stained. Now the living room has been completely transformed. The filth has gone, the grime has gone. It's the perfect place for Bob and Tom to relax and have father and son time.
It looks amazing. Smells gorgeous. This is a room that I've been longing for so long. I'm not embarrassed no more. It's everything and more than what I could ever possibly have asked for. I'm floating at the moment because that's so much weight that's been lifted off my shoulders. It really, truly is amazing.
When Richard and Brennan first arrived, the kitchen was surrounded by a wall of junk harbouring years of dust build-up. The cooker was covered with rubbish and the dining area was non-existent, buried beneath the piles of boxes. Now the kitchen is dust and dirt-free and there's space to cook and dine again.
Oh my God, oh my table. Look at the space. I feel so much safer here because my whole house was a health hazard. I honestly thought for a long time that that was my life then. I was going to die under a pile of boxes. This is seriously life-changing stuff.
Bob's bathroom was an unsanitary mess. After years of neglect, there was a serious mould build-up on the ceiling and the tiles and shower seat were filthy and unhygienic. Now it's a mould and grime-free zone, clear of random junk and a more hygienic place for both Bob and Tom to use at their leisure.
This really isn't my house, is it? I've got white tiles. I always thought they were a funny shade of brown. And I love the new shower curtain as well. It looks brighter and fresher and I don't know what to say. I really don't. When you've got lymphedema and your legs are weeping, you've got to keep them dry. It does restrict from how many times you can have a shower. But now, once, twice a day, I may even come up for lunch.
Bob's bedroom was a neglected storage space, unclean, inaccessible, and blocked by dust-laden belongings. Now this room has been restored, cleaned and cleared of all unwanted items. Bob finally has a place he can go to unwind and rest.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe this is my room. It's spotless. And this is more than I could have ever dreamt of and wished for. I am so, so happy. I'm going to make sure I make the most of this. Today, 3 days after Richard and Brennan turned up, is the first day of the rest of my life. God bless them.
Bob now has a home that he and Tom can enjoy together, a place he can be proud of, and one that will help him on his journey to happiness. And Tom wants to have a look at what he'll be cleaning from now on.
Oh my God. Oh wow. I'm really looking forward to have a quality time with my dad in his kitchen, cooking a proper decent meal for the first time in ages. I just can't wait to have that all again. I love it, I do. It's lush. no. This is what we wanted. This is how we should have kept it, how we tried to keep it. I can't wait to spend time with him in here. I'm feeling quite overwhelmed, to be honest.
Hi.
You okay?
I'm so chuffed and over the moon.
You've come through a lot just to get to call us, and then you've gone through even more while we've been here. And, you know, never let anybody stop you being the person that you are, and never let anything else mess that house up.
That's my past life. Let's draw a line in the sand and move forward now.
Yeah, definitely.
Seriously.
This is just the start for you.
Oh,
You've
yes.
still got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of items to go through. Hopefully you can whittle that down a little bit lower.
We will. Done. Seriously. Hand on heart. Thank you.
Okay.
You
Well
too.
done.
Cheers.
Okay.
Look
Thank
after
you.
yourself, all right?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay. Cheers, buddies. Bye.
See
Love
you
you
soon,
lots.
pal.
Ta-ra. If it ever gets too much for you, never be afraid to ask for help. It doesn't mean you're weak. It just means you may be struggling. And that doesn't mean it's your fault either. It just means that there is somebody that can help you. Give them a call.